Hey, everyone's going to say I'm a Sony fanboy after making this video, even though I've been a Microsoft fanboy according to some of my audience for the past few months. I guess I'm a hater and fanboy of every company. Let's get into it. Skip it up and that up. So yesterday, Sony had the PlayStation 5 showcase, and we saw more gameplay of games we already knew that were coming out. And look, Spider-Man Miles Morales looks great. Demon's Souls, I suck at Souls games. I saw that footage. That was the first time I ever got chills looking at footage. I know I'll suck at that game, but man, does it look good. I know it's another Souls game and they're remaking the original Souls game, Demon's Souls, but holy crap, it looks great. But so we saw all that, and then we finally got to see pricing for the next-gen consoles from Sony, and it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. PlayStation 5 with the disc drive, $499. PlayStation 5 without the disc drive, $399. Prices are fine. No surprises there. But then Sony said that the pre-orders were going live on September 17th. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, right after the live stream that I did, where I live streamed the showcase, about an hour and a half later, made a video discussing prices. Okay, my editor edited that video. So I'm like, all right, I'll live stream tonight so we can discuss the PlayStation 5 showcase, which I did last night. It was a lot of fun, and I talked about this. So I went out for a walk, which I do nightly before I live stream. And my editor texted me, and he's like, hey, Rich, PlayStation 5 orders are live on Walmart. Go to the website now. He sent me a link, and I'm like, the hell are you talking about? It's not even the 17th. So I go, and lo and behold, there was a PlayStation 5 pre-order screen from Walmart, or a PlayStation 5 pre-order page on the Walmart website. And I'm like, mid-walk, I stopped right in the middle of the walk. People probably thought I was out of my mind sitting there with a phone because it was dark out and just see a light on my bearded face, tapping away. And I got the PlayStation 5 from Walmart. The digital one was already sold out, but I got the PlayStation 5 from Walmart. And then later on from Amazon and GameStop, which if I do get the one from GameStop, I'm going to end up giving it away, but that's a different story. From GameStop, I got another PlayStation 5 digital. So from GameStop, I got a PlayStation 5 digital. From Amazon, I got a PlayStation 5 digital, which sold out milliseconds after I did it because I went to go check again to see if it was like a glitch and if I actually I got my pre-order, and you can no longer pre-order it at Amazon. So last night with this whole pre-ordering game, I was pretty pissed off. I'm like, Sony promised they would give ample time. They wouldn't surprise us, so we would have to jump out and go get a PlayStation 5. As a matter of fact, watch this interview with Jeff Lempeel, who's a senior vice president of marketing and head of PlayStation Network, with Jeff Keighley. And this is what he had to say about PlayStation pre-orders. And then I'm going to tell you why Sony pulled that move they pulled last night, where pre-orders were a surprise. Anyway, watch the footage.
PS5, I think we saw even this week there were rumors that pre-orders were happening and the Twitter lit up. I don't know where these rumors start, but I have to ask you, like, are you about to press the button now for pre-orders? Like, when can we expect to get our PS5?
No, definitely not now. We don't know what happened there. We had nothing to do with it. I got a message from someone saying people are lining up at stores, and we had no idea why. So I think it's safe to say, for all of your viewers, we'll let you know when pre-order will happen. We will let you know. It's not going to happen with a minute's notice. We're going to, at some point, let you know when you can pre-order a PlayStation 5. So please don't feel like you have to go run out and line up anywhere until you receive official notice on how that'll work.
So there you go. Eric Lempel, head of Sony, one of the big dogs over at Sony, is like, don't worry about it, man. We're going to give you plenty of time. And they didn't. And you know what happened? A lot of people were able to get their PlayStation 5 pre-orders. You know why? Because the piece of crap scalpers didn't know when to set their bots up to go to the different sites. Yeah, that's what happened. Sony surprising us with exactly when the PS5 pre-order started are probably the reason that a good chunk of you got your pre-orders. Because you know what would have happened if they didn't do that? You know what would have happened? I'm going to talk about this in my NVIDIA video. The scalpers would have set up all of their bots, which exist. I've talked about it, happened with the Switch before, to go to all the different sites. They make multiple accounts because even if there's one at a time, there's ways around that from a store where you can only buy one console at a time. And guess what? They cleaned up instantly. That's why when I went to NVIDIA's site this morning, you couldn't even get onto it. When I went to Newegg, couldn't even get onto it. I have, on that computer, I tried it too. That's on gigabit internet from Fios. Pages were crashing because once a pre-order date is put out there, the scalpers set their software up and all of your consoles or graphics cards or whatever you want is gone. So look, now with Sony saying that, oh, our next generation games are only going to be next generation. Spider-Man Miles Morales and Horizon Forbidden West are only going to be next gen games, and now we find out they're for the PS4 and PS5. Yeah, that's pretty shady of them. And I was actually very angry at this last night. But then when I realized what Sony did, they were doing it so the scalpers wouldn't scalp up and swoop up all the PlayStation 5s. So if you have a pre-order right now, thank Sony for doing surprise pre-orders, and Walmart and all the other companies. Because if there was an exact time and date, a lot of us probably wouldn't have these consoles, and people would be trying to get us to spend $2,000 on them on eBay. Yes, that's still happening on eBay, and if you go look up PS5s, people are trying to sell them at double and triple the price, but at least all of us had a chance to pick up a PlayStation 5, and a decent amount of us did. I got a digital one, and I got one with a disc drive, so I'll be doing a pretty awesome unboxing video when they come to my doorstep. If they actually come to my doorstep, that's the other thing I'm concerned about, but that's a totally different story. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Why did I say it like that? Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.